Hello, folks. Good to be with you all today. Now, we fix to tell y'all a little funny story. And since it's getting close to Christmas, it's getting close to Black Friday. You know what Black Friday is, don't you?
I think I do.
Well, I'm glad you do. No jokes about Black Friday. We'll get put in Facebook jail forever. But we've got 2 CDs. The name of the first one, tell them what it is, Brian.
I just farted.
And the second one is,
Make America laugh again.
and boy, I tell you what, this one is timely now, since President has done been elected again for the 3rd time. Yes, sir. A lot of folks are laughing. We are laughing with joy. Joy. Yes, we are. But you may wonder about these CDs. What kind of stories is on them? Well, I tell you what. Reckon we ought to tell them one, Brian?
Yeah, go ahead.
I tell you what. Maybe I'm not going to tell you if this one's on the CD or not, but I tell you what I will do. I'll tell you one like it. It might be on one of these CDs, and it may not. Odell Pennycuff. Yes, sir. He was a good-looking boy. He had growed up Mr. Clarence, Miss Fanny's youngest boy. He was, when he was a young boy, he was a good-looking boy, wasn't he, Brian?
Oh, yeah.
The women, shoot, man, they'd almost run backwards up a cedar tree just to get a peek at Odell now. And he had a good personality. He was dating 2 gals, Miss Clara Jean and Miss Ernestine Candy. Yeah. He liked that candy, didn't he, Brian?
My opinion so, Dave.
He said it was pretty sweet, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he ended up getting into it with both of them. And they both pretty much, for a while, put Odell on the road. And he was blue. Lord Jesus, he was blue. And it just so happened that week, his daddy, Mr. Clarence, had cut about 50 acres of Lespediezer hay. Big old heavy. It turned out good. Lord have mercy. He had spent all week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, hauling in that stuff, putting it up in the barn. You remember that old Lespediezer, don't you?
Oh, yeah, David. Itchy.
Oh,
boy.
God, get all over you, stick to you. Good God. Finally, Friday, about dinner, they got done. Well, Odell, he went to the house. He took him a shower. He put him on the best overalls that he had. Button-up shirt, cap. And he'd had all he could stand. You know, sometimes a man has all he can take, don't he?
Why, sure.
And he got in his old truck, all dressed up like that. And he went out on the county line. Yeah, on the county line to a little old beer joint by the name of Crawdaddies. Yeah, Crawdaddies. Hey, you ever been to Crawdaddies before, Brian?
No comment, David.
Okay, that's probably the best thing to say.
Yeah.
He pulled his old truck up out there at the gravel parking lot at Crawdaddies, and he opened the door and he started in that place, and there's about a 40-year-old woman working the bar, and she looked at Odell and she thought, He went over there to sit down, and she said, "What will you have, honey?" He said, "Beer." She said, "What kind?" He said, "Cold." Well, she turned around and she reached down there in that freezer and she pulled out one of them frosty mugs. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. She stuck it under that beer spout, turned that thing on, tilted that glass, and drawed him out an ice cold beer. She turned back around, she set the coaster down. She set that beer down in front of him. She said, "That's a mighty big head you got there." He said, "Pardon me?" She said, "On the beer." Odell said, "Oh." She said, "Would you like for me to pucker up my lips and blow some of that head off for you?" Odell said, "No, ma'am. That might be a little bit unsanitary. But I tell you what you can do. you can take your index finger and rake a little off the top if you want to. Now, that's the kind of stories you'll hear, and by George, I don't know that ain't true. Make America laugh again. And what you called again, Brian?
I just farted.
I thought I smelt something. Hey, and you can send $20 check or money order to David McClard or Brian Tony. That's that shit ass right there. At 5190 Scotchville Road, Lafayette, Tennessee, 37083. Is that right? Did I get all that right?
I think so, David.
I believe so. Check, money order, $20 each. You can get one or you can get both. And I'll tell you what, you'll laugh so much you better not listen to them the first time if you drive it, because you're liable to run slap off the road. That's right. Y'all have a wonderful day. Order yourself a CD for Christmas, or a friend or neighbor, good old grandma or grandpa or whatever. And if the good Lord's willing,
Creeks don't rise.
until next time.